Imagine you wake up one morning and something feels off. You try to take a sip of your morning tea, but instead of staying in the cup, the liquid floats up into the air as a shimmering, wobbling sphere. You glance outside, and cars are no longer on the road. They're drifting lazily into the sky. This isn't a dream. It's a reality where the fundamental laws of physics have suddenly decided to take a day off. What would truly happen if the universal laws that govern everything from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy suddenly broke down? It's a concept straight out of science fiction, but exploring it reveals just how delicate our existence truly is. Let's start with gravity, the invisible force that keeps our feet on the ground and planets in their orbits. If gravity simply vanished, the consequences would be immediate and catastrophic. The Earth's atmosphere, held in place by our planet's gravitational pull, would instantly dissipate into space, leaving us in a vacuum. Oceans, lakes, and rivers would boil away and then float off as colossal clouds of vapor. Anything not bolted down, including people, buildings, and mountains, would be flung off the surface of the spinning Earth. Our planet itself would disintegrate, its constituent parts drifting apart into the cold emptiness of space. Now let's consider the electromagnetic force. This force governs everything from light and electricity to the very bonds that hold atoms together to form molecules. If this force were to weaken or disappear, the world as we know it would literally dissolve. The atoms that make up your body, the chair you're sitting on, and the air you breathe would no longer hold their structure. Everything would break down into a chaotic soup of subatomic particles. Without electromagnetism, light wouldn't travel, plunging the universe into absolute darkness. All chemical reactions would cease, meaning no more energy from the sun and no more life. Then there are the strong and weak nuclear forces, the unsung heroes operating within the nucleus of every atom. The strong force is what binds protons and neutrons together, overcoming the electromagnetic repulsion between positively charged protons. If the strong force failed, every atom in the universe heavier than hydrogen would instantly fall apart. Stars, which are giant nuclear fusion reactors, would explode in a brilliant final burst of energy as their cores destabilize. The weak nuclear force is responsible for radioactive decay, a process crucial for the sun's ability to fuse hydrogen into helium. A breakdown here would also disrupt the stellar processes that power the cosmos, fundamentally changing the nature of stars and the elements they produce. It's a terrifying thought experiment. Our entire reality is balanced on a knife's edge, upheld by a handful of fundamental constants and laws. Scientists and physicists, like those at CERN, spend their lives trying to understand these rules with incredible precision. They found that even a minuscule change in these constants would render the universe uninhabitable. For instance, if the strong nuclear force were just a tiny percentage weaker, stars could never have formed. If it were slightly stronger, stars would have burned out almost instantly. The number of dimensions we experience, the speed of light, the charge of an electron, all these values seem perfectly tuned for life to exist. This has led to a concept known as the fine-tuned universe hypothesis. This hypothesis suggests that the conditions of our universe are so incredibly specific that it seems almost intentional. A slight tweak in any direction, and we wouldn't be here to wonder about it. So while the idea of universal laws breaking down makes for a thrilling cosmic catastrophe scenario, it also highlights an incredible truth. The consistency and reliability of these laws are what make our existence possible. From the predictable orbit of the Earth to the stable structure of the water we drink, we live in a cosmos of incredible order. The silent, unwavering operation of these physical laws is the greatest foundation upon which our entire world is built. Thank you for watching. For more journeys into the cosmos and its deepest mysteries, be sure to follow Space Repo.